for Tuesday Night Football as they welcome in the Central High Bobcats, the Sentinels, and the Bobcats underneath the lights in the East Valley for pride and school bragging rights. Good evening, everyone. I'm Joe Pequeno. So glad you can join us right here on the Seton Catholic Sports Network. Coach Willie Baker and his team getting indoctrinated into flag football and learning the hard way. The team 0-4 on the young season, but playing oh so hard. The team coming out of the gates, learning the ins and outs of flag football and taking some bumps and bruises along the way. The squad 0-4 with losses to Mesquite 42-0, Arcadia 38-6, and Leading Edge Academy 26-7. We'll take a short time out and touch more right after the national anthem and school prayer.
Thank you for this time to gather in the spirit of competition. Please help these athletes and officials perform to the best of their abilities and keep them safe from injury. St. Elizabeth Ann Seton, pray for us. In the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, amen. Please remain standing for the national anthem.
In the books, of course, Seton in the home red.
Our officials for tonight.
The visiting white. Sentinels 0-4. Once again, dropping the season opener against Mesquite 42-0. Losing to Arcadia at home 38-6. A 26-7 loss to Leading Edge Academy and a 24-0 loss to Paradise Honors. The Bobcats coming in also 0-4. Losses to Carl Hayden, 18-6. Losing to Cesar Chavez, 53-0. A loss to Alhambra, 12-0. And a 7-0 loss to La Jolla Community College. Billy Baker and his team getting back after it. They haven't played since last week. They are rested, they are ready, and they are ready to get after it. And of course, they are led by head coach Billy Baker, and this team has got some standout athletes. And the Sentinels will start with the special teams unit, ready to get to work and put the Bobcats on the offensive early. This one knocked down the field and taken on the back end by the Bobcats, and good work by the Sentinels special teams, pulled down at the 30-yard line. That's where the Bobcats take over. Central, part of the 5A Metro. Seton, part of the 4A Desert Sky and flag football. Sentinel's kind of weird. In a variety of different sports, they're in different divisions. Of course, this year, basketball, they'll be in 3A. Football, they're still in 4A. So here come the Sentinels with a defense that's always applying the pressure. Good snap. Ball is thrown up, and that is incomplete. In on the coverage for the Sentinels, number 24, Sophia McDonald. Pass play by the Bobcats is their quarterback. And according to this roster, doesn't kind of match their uniforms, but we'll try to get a name for you after this play as they bring up a 2nd and 10 from the 30. Bobcats, shotgun, bad snap. The ball is immediately dropped.
Third down for the Bobcats.
So far for the Bobcats, and that's a pass that is thrown down the field and dropped. So that's Crystal Galvin, the quarterback. And it brings up a 4th down. The Sentinels defense holds, does a nice job on their opening defensive possession. And the Sentinels start well on their home turf. Central, of course, located in the Metro Phoenix area, right downtown off Central Avenue. Seton will have some outstanding field position. Bobcats, their first punt. The snap is good, and this one taken and touched and will roll out of bounds inside the 40. Call it about the 37-yard line. So excellent field position for the Sentinels, and coming in at quarterback, Ava Pongrantz will lead the charge, and Ava, a freshman, having a good first year. 24-50 for 249 yards. Still looking for that first elusive touchdown pass. Sentinels with some trickeration in that backfield as well, as Alyssa Williams is also lined up next to Pongrantz. Man in motion. Pongrantz, keeper, flips it outside, and that is dropped on the turf. Sophia Bartosik was going to be on the receiving end of that toss. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 9. They give the Sentinels a gain of 1 on the play. Sentinels offensively at times have looked really good. Just a matter of really finishing off drives. A couple receivers up top. One back in the backfield. Pongrantz move it to her left and throw down the field. A good one. Bartosik on the reception. Sentinels with a 3rd and short from the 35. This one just underway from Michael Eubanks Stadium. Appreciate you, all of you, dialing us up on the Seton Catholic Sports Network. Pongrantz lets a rip in the flat, and that is incomplete. Alyssa Williams try to take off too early. Decisions time early for Willie Baker here. A 4th and short. Got to go for it. Sentinels, they've got the deeper roster. They can really wear down this Bobcats team. And they're going to try to do just that. Man in motion. Pongrantz lets it fly down the field. And that is incomplete. Sentinels were going for the home run. Bartosik just out of her reach. So the Bobcats hold. They'll go back on offense, led by their quarterback, Crystal Galvin. Bobcats on their first series, 3 and out. Once again, 0-4. They've been shut out in 3 of their 4 matches and 3 straight. Sentinels defensively. They've got the skill led by Giovanni Descala, who's really good on that end. Bobcats, 1 back set. And there's a flag down and all kinds of chaos on the field. That's going to be a false start against the Bobcats, and that's going to push them back. So for the Sentinels, still looking for that elusive first flag football victory in school history. And this could be the night to get it right here underneath the lights at Michael Eubanks Stadium. Brings up a 1st and long for the Bobcats. Good snap. Galvin taking off, cuts it back inside, and good flagpole at the 35. Call it a gain of about 5 on the play. So the Bobcats. Game was supposed to start at 6. Their bus arrived a little late, so they are doing their best to get in good football working order. They got off the bus, immediately started warming up, and here we are. Galvin, 2nd down, shoots it down the field, and that is picked off by the Sentinels. Coming up with the interception, Addie Sanders, the senior DB/wide receiver, coming up with a big play. Sanders had a standout game against Paradise Honors, was everywhere, and now she's doing the same here in the early stages against the Bobcats. 1st down for the Sentinels at the 42-yard line. Pongrants, man in motion, 1 back set, inside handoff to Williams. Williams, short gain on the play, takes it down to about the 40-yard line. Bobcats, good speed on that edge, holding Williams to a very short gain. Mother Nature, still a little warm outside, not the ideal conditions quite yet. Another 4 weeks or so, we will be loving life. 1 back in the backfield, man in motion is Descala. Pongrants down the field, and that's a good pitch and catch. On the receiving end, Descala showing what she can do. Descala, we talk about how good she is defensively, but she is just a flat-out great athlete. Brought that ball down inside the 30 to about the 26-yard line. So the Sentinels on the move. A good second drive here. And we are midway through the first quarter from Michael Eubanks Stadium. Pongrants surveying the field. Descalia in motion. Pongrants. Little trickeration by the Sentinels. And taken down at the 5-yard line on the tackle. And coming up big on the run play for the Sentinels, and coming up just a tad gimpy, Alyssa Williams. But Williams showing the Jets on the misdirection play. Sentinels inside the 5 to about the 3-yard line. Seton knocking on the door, and they are hungry.
First and goal for the Sentinels.
Pongrants will direct the offense with Williams in the backfield. Descala in motion. And Pongrants will roll in, and the pitch is dropped, and that's an unfortunate play. Pongrants had the edge. She could have walked right in.
Complete second down.
So it'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Pongrants getting the play from Coach Baker on the sidelines. Pongrants. Now Bartosik goes in motion. They run Pongrants, and Pongrants is flag pulled at about the 1 yard line. And that was the opportunity for the pitch. Bartosik had the edge, but now it brings up a 3rd and goal. And you got to figure for the Sentinels, it's 2 down territory, and why not? Knocking on the door, trying to slam it in. Descala in motion. Pongrants. Handoff. And the flag pull. And a flag is down. Alyssa Williams takes another tumble. Physical play early in this one. And we'll see what the call is. As the referees call it a personal foul against the Bobcats. So it brings up another short yardage situation for the Sentinels. Pongrants. Williams in the backfield. Williams turns the corner. Williams has got the edge, and Williams is in for the touchdown. Alyssa Williams on the 1 yard scamper, and the Sentinels go on top. A great drive by the Sentinels, marching downfield, led by a great defensive effort. And now they will go for the point after and try to line up and knock this one in. Good snap, and this one is ripped through. Sentinels
And the point after is good. Makes the score 7.
on the point after. On a solid rip through the pipes by Kendall Farron. Can't ask enough there. So the Sentinels off to a good start on home turf on a warm night here in Chandler, Arizona. Mother Nature not cooperating so much quite yet. Another month or so, we will have Chamber of Commerce weather. Now it's the Bobcats. So far, 2 possessions, 2 3 and outs. They have really struggled, only scoring 6 points this season. And that came in the first game in the loss to Carl Hayden, 18-6. Crystal Galvin, their quarterback, has shown some electric speed and versatility. And the Bobcats come out with an empty set. And Galvin with the bad snap, and a big loss on the play. It's going to push the Bobcats back inside the 15 to the 14. And right now the Sentinels have the opportunity to come after Galvin and maybe force a pick. They've got great speed rushers and Descala that can really put the pressure on. Galvin, it's a handoff, cutting right, and a good flag pull. On point, coming up with it.
Handoff by the Bobcats, flag pull by Addie Sanders.
called her name in the last defensive series, and Addie stepping up yet again. It's going to bring up a third down as we are winding down and 2 minutes left in this first quarter. Sentinels with a 7-0 lead. Alyssa Williams, a 1-yard touchdown run. Kendall Farron with the point after. Galvin lets it rip down the field, and this one is going to be picked off. Giovanna Descala.
Sentinel interception by Giovanna Descala.
Comes up with a big-time pick, and the Sentinels defense. And yet again, 3 offensive series for the Bobcats, 3 3-and-outs. So the Sentinels have great field position.
Sentinels will start on the 36-yard line.
At the 36-yard line. Sentinels have got the bigger roster and can really wear down the Bobcats in the course of this one. Pongrants, man in motion, rolling to her right, throws it up in traffic, and that's going to be a flag, and it's going to go against the Bobcats.
Pass was intended for Sophia Bartosik, incomplete.
Going downfield for Bartosik, and she was literally tackled on the end of that, so they're going to rule pass interference against the Bobcats. So the Sentinels applying pressure with that passing game.
There was a flag on the play for pass interference.
That's going to push them all the way to the 20-yard line. Pongrants reading the defense well, rolls to her left, fires downfield, pass is complete. Sentinels with a good pitch and catch.
Pass was complete to Esmeralda Lanigan.
On the receiving end, Esmeralda Lanigan on the reception. Sentinels just marching right down. Right about the 10-yard line. They come in with a tight formation. Pongrants down the field and going in for the touchdown. Giovanna Descala.
Touchdown, Sentinels, Giovanna
A
Descala.
8-yard touchdown from Ava Pongrants. And the Sentinels are rolling. Now leading 13-0 as Farron comes out for the extra point attempt. And that is the first passing touchdown for the Sentinels. That one is up, and that one is good. How about Kendall Farron?
Point after by Kendall Farron.
2 for 2 on the point afters. And yes, Freddie the Flamingo's out. How about that? And it's Pink Cowboy Night, or Cowboy Night, period. All the cowboys and cowgirls, giddy up. Got some Sentinels football to watch at Michael Eubanks Stadium. So Sentinels rolling with a 14-0 lead. And the Bobcats so far 3 possessions. And they have not been able to move the football at all. Last time out, Giovanna Descala with the interception, and then is the recipient of the touchdown pass from Ava Pongrants. So here comes Crystal Galvin, who's been under a big rush all night. Takes that out to about the
Quarterback keep on the play.
33-yard line.
Ariana Delgado.
And as we readjust, that's number 9 under center. That's Menaja Dominique. So it's Dominique at quarterback. Number 9. Apologize for that. As you can see, the numbers, man in motion, little pitch outside, and that is dropped by Hermela Guesh.
Incomplete pass on.
So everything going well for the Sentinels right now. Brings up a third down as time is winding down in the first. And that will do it. We'll take a short timeout. Sentinels rolling at Michael Eubanks Stadium, leading the Bobcats 14-0. Sentinels start this second quarter on the defensive side, bringing up a 3rd and 8 against the Bobcats from the 32. Menaja Dominique, the quarterback for the Bobcats. Sentinels looking for another great defensive stand. This one thrown down the field and over the head of the intended receiver. And the Sentinels defense comes up with another stop, bringing up a 4th and long. Sentinels have had to endure facing some of the elite offensive teams right off the bat, taking on Mesquite, led by Jordan Flores, one of the best quarterbacks in the state. So a punting situation as Luxury Banks will punt this one away. Sentinels lining up for the return. Nice punt down the field, and that's going to take a Bobcats bounce inside the 25. Work to the outside, still on her feet, out past the 40. And flag pull at about the 46-yard line. Tremendous return by the Sentinels. So once again, they'll have great field position to start this second quarter. Sentinels, strong first quarter, getting an Alyssa Williams 1-yard run. Kendall Farron knocked the point after. Giovanna Descala with the interception, and then it was Pongrant's 8-yard touchdown pass to Descala. And that is where we are, 14-0 after one. Pongrant's looking at the wristband, trying to dial it up. Alyssa Williams in the backfield, man in motion. Pongrant's rolling to her left, fires down the field, wide open receiver. What a pitch, what a catch, and on the receiving end, Descala again takes that down to the 16-yard line. Tremendous. Make that the 36-yard line, I should say. A gain of 28 on the play. Sentinels on the move. Sentinels looking for that elusive first win. So far, everything clicking. Pongrant's rolling to her left. Downfield yet again. This time, knocked away by the Bobcats secondary.
Incomplete pass intended for Sophia Bartosic.
Looking for Bartosic. Mia Urrutia was there to break it up. Brings up a 2nd down at the 36-yard line. Sentinels come out with a tight formation. Pongrant's, and that one low snap, and the Sentinels will have to eat it at their own 41. Now it's a 3rd and forever. And so far, that's about the only bad thing that's happened tonight for the Sentinels. One bad snap.
Sentinels have third down on the 41-yard line.
In the backfield is Alyssa Williams. And the way the Sentinels are playing, this could be 2-down territory. Pongrantz fires downfield and connects. Still on her feet and will go the distance. The Sentinels. Another touchdown to Giovanna Descala. This one a 41-yard touchdown. Descala living large and playing well on both sides of the ball. She has an interception and the last two receiving touchdowns. And Descala, as we look at her, she's a freshman. So Pongrantz is a freshman and knocking it through. And unfortunately, this time it was off the mark. Kendall Farron, point after, no good. But still, right now, it's the Sentinels rolling with a 20-0 lead. Pongrantz, 41 yards to Descala, kept her balance and rolled into the end zone. So if you're thinking about the future of Seton Catholic flag football, you got Pongrantz, who's a freshman. You've got Descala, also a freshman. A lot of good young pieces in place. So the Sentinels now go back defensively and taking the snap and rolling outside. Good pickup on the play was Manoja Dominique.
Quarterback keep, flag pull by Giovanna Descala.
Descala in on the tackle, call it a gain of 4 on the play. So Descala is basically putting her flag football recruiting reel together in this one. 2 touchdown receptions. She's been everywhere. An interception as well. Good tackles, and there's an injured Sentinel on the field, and that is number 2, Ariana Delgado. And while Jasmine, the trainer, is trying to figure everything out as Coach Baker goes out, we'll take a short timeout. So this is never a good thing. Right now, Coach Willie Baker carrying Ariana Delgado off the field, and prayers to her and her family. Of course, no matter the outcome, wins or losses for either side, just want to see these athletes play the game fair and come out of it healthy. So Delgado is on the training table, and now we go back to the game. A 2nd and 4 from the 30. Taking off Dominique. Dominique, the strong run.
Quarterback keep on the play, flag pull by Alyssa Williams.
Takes it out to about the 47-yard line. A first down. The Bobcats first in this one. Sentinels leading 20-0. Now it's Dominique and the Bobcats in a must-drive possession here, and And that was a handoff that went nowhere. Discombobulated from the snap. Dominique was looking for the inside handoff, and the tailback wasn't ready for it. And just like the Sentinels, Bobcats are in their first season of flag, so they're trying to work out the kinks, led by head coach Kelly Washburn. 2nd and 18 from the 42. Dominique will take off to the left side, and how about the flag pull by the Sentinels, Kendall Farron.
Quarterback sack on the play by number 3.
Kendall Farron around the end with the sack. Big time pressure. Sentinels applying all kinds of intensity offensively with 3 touchdowns, coming up with the sacks and picks, doing it every which way here underneath the lights at Michael Eubank Stadium. 3rd and 23 from the 37. Menage Dominique. Good snap. Handoff around the end. And the Sentinels with the flagpole. Looks like Addie Sanders yet again.
Handoff on the play by the Bobcats. Flagpole by number 5.
And that is confirmed. Sanders. And that is another 3 and out. Sentinels will force the Bobcats to punt. And here comes Luxury Banks, their punter. Back to receive for the Sentinels. Number 17, Alyssa Williams. And Williams catches it on the fly on the line drive. Williams around the end. Williams turning the corner. Williams at the 40. Williams will go all the way. Williams on the punt return for the touchdown. Call it a 70-yard return. And the Sentinels blowing this one open. An electric return by Williams. Everything going right for the Sentinels. Williams, first off, give her a lot of props. It was a line drive kick. Came up, snared it with both hands, and then took off running down the sidelines. She was on a mission and made it count. Now it's Farron, who's 2 for 3 on the night on point afters. Good snap. And this one is up and through. Farron with a nice night. Sentinels now leading 27-0. Short timeout. Sentinels rolling at Michael Eubank Stadium. Sentinels defense, which has been so stout, led by Descala and Addie Sanders. And there is a flag down, and it's going to be a false start against the Bobcats. Going to push them back. So Kelly Washburn and the team with some tough sledding. Of course, their bus got here late from Central Phoenix. So they immediately hopped off the bus and started warming up. Now a 1st and 15 from the 25. Good pass play over the middle to Luxury Banks, but there is a flag down. And the flag call will go against the Bobcats offense. So that time, Dominique had time in the pocket and fired a strike to Luxury Banks, but the penalty will wipe that away. That'll push them back to, call it the 13-yard line. Bobcats, they haven't played since last week's loss to La Jolla, 7-0. And that was a near pick by the Sentinels. Sophia McDonald, great coverage on the play. Sentinels pushing all the right buttons defensively. Descala with the pick. Addie Sanders has been everywhere. Now McDonald with a near pick. Halfway through the second quarter, Sentinels with a commanding 27-0 lead. Dominique takes off, cuts it back inside, tries to work her way out. Sentinels in great position, and Descala, who's just doing a little bit of everything tonight and then some on the tackle. Brings up a 3rd and forever. Sentinels secondary, they got a couple safeties back there. Now Billy Baker directing traffic. Sentinels drop 3 into coverage downfield, and that's almost picked off. The pass intended for Luxury Banks brings up another punting situation. So last time out, we saw Alyssa Williams go the length of the field. Also set to receive is Bartosik, number 14. And Bartosik put a hand on it for a split second. Picked up by Madison Sickmiller. Sickmiller still on her feet. And great return. Works it inside the 25-yard line. Sentinels with great field position, but there was a holding call against the Sentinels that'll push them back. Not too many mistakes by the Sentinels here this evening. Very few. They've played a near flawless game. And that's really all you can ask as a first-year team. Just get better every week. Just continue to improve. Work on the skills. Work on the plays you're taught. Run them properly. And so far the Sentinels have done just that. Back in the backfield is Cadence Zimmelman. Pongrants, plenty of time to throw, chucks it. Good pass in the flat. On the receiving end, Esmeralda Lanigan. Lanigan on the little drag route. Gotta like that play. Sentinels making some of these pass patterns a little easier for Pongrants. She hasn't really thrown the ball in traffic, a lot of open space. Brings up a first down from the 31. Winding down to 3 minutes left. Pongrants down the field, and that one is incomplete. Slipping through the hands of number 7, Madison Sickmiller. But Pongrants once again threw a laser down the field, a very catchable ball. Bobcats. A lot of praise for these young ladies. They've worked hard and in their first season. Bartosik in motion. They run it to the left. Williams turning the corner. Williams still on her feet. Williams cuts it inside, and Williams finally gets taken down at about the 2-yard line. Great pickup, and that moves the sticks yet again. You're going to say they actually took Williams down at the 5. So a 1st and goal from the 5. Sentinels, everyone getting involved offensively. Pongrants looking at the wristband. Good snap. Fires downfield, and that one just over the head of the intended receiver, Descala. And Ava, she had that right side. If she wanted to take off, she could have probably strolled in. That play has been there all night. Brings up a 2nd and goal from the 5. Sentinels moving quickly. Pongrants once again reading the play. Off her wrist. Fires downfield, and that is incomplete as well. Looking for Descala. Brings up a 3rd down. $1:53 left in half. So the Sentinels have tried to throw it in the last 2 plays. Pongrants has had the space to take off. See what they dial up on 3rd down. Williams on the outside. Williams, one person to beat, and Williams on the good flagpole by the Bobcats front line. So it's going to bring up a 4th down.
4th and goal for the Sentinels.
And the Sentinels, with no hesitation. Farron, who's nailed 3 of 4 point afters, won't get that field goal opportunity. Instead, the Sentinels will try to knock it in. They go with a 1-back set. Descala in motion. Descala gets the handoff. Descala will roll in for the touchdown. Giovanna Descala. Another touchdown for the Sentinels, and the route is on. They now lead 33-0. Descala, what a game she's had. An interception, a couple touchdown receptions, and now a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Sentinels that have endured some tough early flag football losses are now on the other side of it. This one is booted, and how about Kendall Farron yet again?
After by Kendall Farron is good.
Knocks it through. 34-0 Seton Catholic. A short timeout from Michael Eubanks Stadium. Sentinels defense feeling strong, looking to apply the pressure on Menaja Dominique. And right off the bat, they get the flagpole. Coming hard, fast, and furiously, Kendall Farron. Make that Victoria Casilla Mendoza on the tackle. Apologize. And the time is clicking down. 20 seconds left in the first half. Pass down the field, and that is caught by Luxury Banks.
Pass was complete.
And that is going to wrap up the first half, and the Sentinels with a lot to be proud of with a 34-0 halftime lead. You name it, they've done it in this first frame, and the ladies with a pep in their step as they bounce off the field. A lot to be proud of. Sentinels 1 half away from their first ever flag football victory. Keep it locked, keep it loaded, right here at Michael Eubanks Stadium on the Seton Catholic Sports Network. And we welcome you back to Michael Eubank Stadium. Halftime just about wrapping up for the Sentinels. And what a halftime to enjoy with a 34-0 lead. Of course, a busy night on campus. The Sentinels volleyball team taking on Apache Junction. Sentinels coming in with a record of 10-9, 2-1 in region play. Apache Junction, part of that new look 3A Central region, which features Coolidge, Seton Catholic, Florence, Apache Junction, and Globe. Of course, the football team on Friday night, which is playing oh so well, will welcome in Snowflake out of the White Mountains. Sentinels have had a couple tough losses to the Lobos here in recent years, but now they feel they've got the tools and the talent to give Snowflake all it can handle and then some. Right now on the flag football circuit, the Sentinels commanding 34-0 lead. They got a Alyssa Williams touchdown run. Giovanna Descala with the interception, and Pongrant's found Descala on an 8-yard touchdown. Pongrant's on a 41-yard touchdown to Descala. Kendall Farron had a sack. Alyssa Williams on a 70-yard punt return. Descala with a 1-yard touchdown, and Kendall Farron has nailed 4 of 5 extra point attempts. Addie Sanders has also been fantastic defensively for the Sentinels. So the Sentinels, which poured it on with 34 points in that first frame, they'll get the ball to start the second half. Luxury Banks set to kick this one off. Back to receive. Number 17, Alyssa Williams. What a big night she's had. 1-yard touchdown run, the big punt return. And now she's got a chance on the opening kick. And she comes up, and that one slides through. She picks it up. Around the end, around the 40, 45, and finally the flag is pulled outside the 45. And they spot it at the 50-yard line. What a return by Williams, who's really provided a big-time spark for the Sentinels on special teams. Sentinels really in command from the opening start here. Pongrants check the wristband. Williams in the backfield. Wide receivers spread out. Now it's Bartosik in motion. Bartosik around the end. Bartosik out past the 40. Bartosik finally dragged down at about the 35-yard line. What a pickup, a gain of 15 on the play. Bartosik took off. Outstanding play by the Sentinels on first down. Seton football team, what a roll they've been on. Lost the opener 28-20, then they beat St. Mary's 22-0. Poured it on Valley Christian 40-14. Handled Alhambra 31-6. And beat Estrella Foothills 37-21. Outside run. And Descala takes it down to about the 31-yard line. And now they'll take on this Snowflake team that yearly under head coach Kay Solomon is one of the best in the state. They open with a 47-27 victory over Bradshaw Mountain, knocked off Cactus 31-14. Beat Sholo 42-0 and handled Gilbert 30-17.
Alyssa Williams with the carry.
So it's going to be a battle of two really good football teams on Friday night here at Michael Eubank Stadium. A 3rd and 15 for the Sentinels at the 35-yard line. Good crowd on hand. The Sentinels have brought their fan base. Pongrantz lets it fly down the field, and that is going to be incomplete.
Incomplete pass intended for number 22, Esmeralda Lanigan.
So it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Brings up 4th down for the Sentinels.
Sentinels will knock this one down the field.
Back to punt for the Sentinels.
Kendall Farron, who has been so good on special teams tonight on point afters, has played lights out defense as well. Her first punt of the night. Farron knocks this one. Kind of fumbled by the up man and taken flagpole inside the 20. Call it the 15-yard line.
After the punt, the flagpole for the Sentinels is Victoria Casilla Mendoza.
Great special teams by Victoria Casilla Mendoza. So this Bobcats team, which has really struggled, they've been shut out the last 3 games. They've only scored 6 points on the season, led by their dual threat quarterback, Manaja Dominique. And there have been some bright moments for the Bobcats. And that's one of them right there, to a good receiver in Luxury Banks. Banks also the team's kicker. She's been great in this one. So both teams are first-year squads. So they're ironing out the kinks. They're learning how to play the game. They're learning how to run routes, learning how to be fearless, running through plays and not worrying about contact, which is flag football destined to happen. Dominique Farron, big time rush. That one is picked off by Sophia McDonald. McDonald down the sidelines. McDonald will take it all the way for the touchdown. Sophia McDonald, a 25-yard pick six, and the Sentinels defense comes up with another turnover. What a play by Sophia McDonald. A house call on the pick six. Now it's Kendall Farron, who's had an outstanding night. Has been great defensively, rushing the quarterback, and has hit 4 of 5 point afters.
And the point after is good by Kendall Farron.
And does it yet again. Make that 6 of 7 for Ms. Farron. So the Sentinels rolling 41-0. Third quarter. A good one. Descala on the 1-yard run and Sophia McDonald with the pick six. Defense. As you can see, Addie Sanders in the middle of the field. She's been great in this one. Sanders dropping back in coverage. This one thrown downfield and almost picked off. Sentinel secondary is everywhere.
Broken up by number 13, Giovanna Descala.
Descala in on the pass breakup. Winding down to 5 minutes left in this one. Sentinels playing well on home turf. So good to see. Dominique will take off. Cuts it back across the field and Farron comes up
Quarterback keeper
with a purpose.
flag pulled by Victoria Casilla-Mendoza.
Sentinels' next game is going to be Thursday at St. Mary's. Then the following week, they're back home at 6 p.m. taking on St. John Paul II Catholic High. So plenty of flag football action and football straight ahead on the docket. The men's team, of course, Pete Walheim and crew playing great. Really taking care of business in the 4A ranks. Big one against Snowflake on Friday. That one's thrown into traffic, and that one is picked off. Sentinel secondary coming up with the play, and the flag is pulled. But how about the Alyssa Williams off the tip pass? And another interception for the Sentinels. Just pouring it on with the defense. Descala with an interception. Sophia McDonald with the pick six, and now Williams with an interception to go along with a punt return and a touchdown run. She's had a tremendous night. Coach Billy Baker on the squad have worked so hard to get to this moment, to be on the other side of the scoreboard, as that falls incomplete. Pond Grant's under a big rush. Intended for Descala in the flat. A sea of red in control here at Michael Eubank Stadium. So years from now, in the history books of Seton Catholic athletics, there's going to be your trivia question. Who was Seton's first flag football victory against? And that pass over the middle falls incomplete. And it's going to be one of these young ladies years from now that will have that answer. Maybe one day they can share with their families, their daughters that will attend Seton Catholic possibly one day. A special night here at Michael Eubank Stadium. Weeks of practice, weeks of sweat, enduring tough losses, learning how to play the game. And now the Sentinels a little over a quarter away from their first flag football victory. And that one is caught. What a catch.
Pass was complete to Emmy Hall.
By the Sentinels down the field. Emmy Hall with the reception on the dart by Pond Grants.
Thrown by Esmeralda Lanigan.
Moves the sticks. First down at the 13-yard line. Under 1 minute left in this third quarter. Flag football moves quickly. Clock stops only momentarily for injuries and incomplete passes and very few instances. Pond Grants. Bartosik in motion. They're going to run the option. A little flip to Bartosik on that sidelines. And Bartosik gets knocked down. And that's going to be a flag against the Bobcats. And that's going to move the Sentinels even closer to yet another potential touchdown. And that was just Pond Grants running the read option to perfection. Good snap. Brought the defender in, a little pitch to Bartosik, who rambled down, and she drew the penalty. Sentinels trying to get another playoff before this third quarter ends. Addie Sanders getting an opportunity to go in on offense. Sanders checking in the slot on the top of your screen. Pond Grants rolling, fires. And that time it's picked off. Bobcats coming up with the defensive play. Mia Ureta with the pick. And that's going to end the third. Sentinels, a lot to be proud of with a 41-0 lead as we head to the fourth. And we are closing in on the fourth quarter. Sentinels with a commanding 41-0 lead over the Bobcats from Central High. Bobcats making the trek from downtown Phoenix, located, well, right off Central Avenue. Seton right here in the heart of Chandler off Ray and Dobson Road. Bobcats looking for the big pass play down the field, and that's broken up. The toss by Luxury Banks, who's done a little bit of everything tonight for the Bobcats. Found her on special teams kicking, made a couple nice receptions. It's going to bring up a second down. Sentinels 5 across the line, 2 safeties in the backfield. Banks looking for the receiver, and good coverage on the play by Kendall Farron. Farron has been everywhere. Good speed on the quarterback, excellent on special teams, nailing 6 of 7 point afters. Bobcats with a 3rd and forever. Sentinels dropping a couple deep. Banks fires down the field, and that one almost picked off by Alyssa Williams. In and out of her hands.
Almost intercepted by Madison Sickmiller.
So it brings up a 4th down. Sentinels defensively come up yet again, looking for their first victory and the first shutout in school history. Banks will rip this one, and the Sentinels weren't quite ready, but Williams is going to pick it up, rolls to her left. Williams cuts it back inside, and there is a flag down on the field. We've seen several personal fouls against the Bobcats in the course of this one. And no flag down on the play. That was just maybe the flag in the backfield. Needs to say, Sentinels, great field position at the 42-yard line. Now Billy Baker has the luxury of using his entire roster. Sentinels changing up quarterbacks. Taking the snap, big rush, and the flagpole. Sophia Barrios, the freshman, getting some work.
Sacked by the Bobcat.
Barrios. Big rush. And Barrios learning on the fly. Games moves quickly. Got to find that outlet and get that pass off. Winding down to 8 minutes left in this one. Sentinels with a 41-0 lead. Everything going right here at Michael Eubank Stadium.
Quarterback for the Sentinels, Sophia Barrios.
Barrios. One back set. Takes the snap. Now will tuck and take off. Barrios, good wheels. Barrios still on her feet inside the 30. Barrios, one person to beat, and Barrios will go the distance. Sophia Barrios on the 48-yard touchdown run. The fabulous freshman lighting up Michael Eubank Stadium, and the Sentinels savoring a great night of football on Tuesday night. Sophia Barrios going the distance. And the Sentinels now leading 47-0. A 48-yard touchdown run. She thought about throwing and then saw the lane and took off, and Bobcats could not keep up. Now it's Kendall Farron looking to make it 7 of 8. Farron has been spectacular on this night. Good snap. And that is knocked through. Farron yet again.
Kendall Farron is good.
A 48-0 Sentinels lead. Keep it right here on the Seton Catholic Sports Network. Sentinels, everything going right. Great offensive plays, great defense. Luxury banks down the field, and that's almost taken down. Good defense by the Sentinels yet again.
27, Emmy Hall.
Emmy Hall with the pass breakup. A second down situation as we wind down to 5 minutes left in this one. The ladies hard at work and closing in. Luxury Banks looking for the back out of the backfield, and a miscommunication. Ball popped out of her hands. Brings up a 3rd and long. Keep it right here on the Seton Catholic Sports Network. We're going to have post-game coverage. We'll talk to some of the players and Coach Baker about tonight's victory. Handoff for the Bobcats, and coming up with the tremendous effort.
Flag pulled by number 9, Victoria
Casilla Mendoza. Just a flash of light darting for the flag pull. Tremendous effort. Another 4th down for the Bobcats. Just feeling the wrath of the Sentinels on a terrific Tuesday night from Michael Eubank Stadium. Of course, the volleyball team in action tonight as well, taking on Apache Junction. Also back at it tomorrow night, taking on Globe. Football team Friday night, as that pass falls incomplete on 4th down. Sentinels defense comes up yet again with another stop.
Pass is incomplete. Sentinels take over on downs.
Sentinels football team will take on Snowflake. Snowflake 4-0 on the year. They've handled Seton the last 2 times out. This time around, Sentinels a little stronger in the trenches. And they've got the all-out weapon in Luke Aguilar, who's just running silly. Aguilar on his way to being a first-team All-4A star. Wish the Sentinels the best of luck.
And a quarterback for the Sentinels, Sophia Barrios.
Back under center, Sophia Barrios, who had that long touchdown run, 48 yards. Man in motion. Trickeration by the Sentinels and going downfield. One person to beat and going in for the touchdown is Bartosik.
Touchdown for the Sentinels, Sophia
Bartosik, a 33-yard touchdown run on the misdirection. Sentinels dialing up all kinds of goodness tonight. Bartosik. Open space and goes the distance. 54-0. Now it's Farron looking to make it 8 of 9. In on the hold is Sophia McDonald. And that one's off the crossbar. So Farron 8 of 10, but it's all good. 54-0 Sentinels. And Paul Hutchinson on the live stream will be setting up our post-game interviews. He's mastering the technology to get us live on the track to make that happen. So glad you can join us right here from Michael Eubank Stadium. Willie Baker and his team closing in. And next week, they'll take on St. John Paul II Catholic High School. But first up, a Thursday matchup at St. Mary's. Open space for the Bobcats.
Pass was complete. Flag pulled by Ava Pondgrass.
So the Bobcats dialing up a good play offensively. A team that's still trying to figure it out. And for first-year programs, they've got to figure out who can play and who can run the plays accordingly. And they have a lot to be proud of. Luxury Banks at quarterback. Banks fires down. That one is picked off. One person to beat and down the sidelines and going the distance. Oh, Emmy Hall finally dragged down at the 5-yard line. Emmy just ran out of gas. Call it a 53-yard interception. Yet another pick by the Sentinels. And they've had their share tonight. Discala.
And that's the ball game.
And that is it. The Sentinels get it done 54-0. You name it, they did it. Recapping the scoring. It started with an Alyssa Williams 1-yard touchdown. Discala got a pick. It led to a Pongratz to Discala 8-yard touchdown. Then Pongratz 41 yards to Discala. Kendall Farron had a sack. Alyssa Williams a 70-yard punt return. Third quarter, Discala 1-yard run. Sophia McDonald a 25-yard pick six. Alyssa Williams with an interception. Sophia Barrios with a 48-yard keeper. Bartosik on a 33-yard touchdown run. And then Emmy Hall almost had the icing on the cake with another pick. And that does it as the Sentinels pick up their first victory in flag football, the first in history. This one they'll remember forever. as they reflect October 1st, 2024. The ladies pick up their first flag football victory, knocking off Central 54-0. We'll take a short time out from Michael Eubanks Stadium. More to come right here on the Seton Catholic Sports Network. And we welcome you back to Seton Catholic, a victorious Sentinels flag football team picking up the school's first ever flag football victory here with Giovanna Descala. And G, if you can, wow, just talk about getting this victory and what it means to you in the program.
It's really big for us because we're like the first year ever at Seton for girls flag. We're still learning, making as many adjustments as we can to get the ball into the end zone and trying our best, We're getting better every single game, and this really showed that we can, we're determined in practicing.
Well, you kind of talk about that, and what a night you had. You kind of set the tone with the interception. You had the 2 touchdown receptions. You did everything. Just talk about the big night underneath the lights here at Michael Eubanks Stadium.
It feels amazing to just run past the line, to get the touchdown, and then everyone come in congratulating, and you see the score go up, and it's just amazing to see that we can all work together to get the ball to where it needs to go and into the end zone.
And for this team, it's been a work in progress because a lot of people don't realize this is the first year of flag football here on the campus. So just to get to this point, there's been so many practices early August and the sweat of going through 115-degree heat and so forth. And to finally get it after going through the gauntlet of the early part of the schedule, playing heavyweights like Mesquite and Arcadia, playing some of the best teams in the state, and to finally get it, to finally persevere, what does it mean to finally get over the hurdle and get that first win?
It feels amazing because it really shows how much work we're putting into each and every practice and how much determination we have to get that win, and which we did tonight, which feels like such a big relief that we got that first big step over, and we can keep going and going, just getting better and better.
And I had the opportunity, I just met your dad just a short time ago, who's very charming, by the way, and he said, he can't get you to get off this campus. And he said he started throwing a football with you when you were about 2 years old.
Yeah.
So talk about like your dad and yours and the passion of playing football as an early kid to get to this point.
Every chance I got, he'd take me into the backyard. We just tossed the football around. I loved it so much, and I always dreamed of playing, but I never knew there was actually gonna be an all-girls flag football. So once the news got around, I was like, oh my gosh, I wanted to go out, I wanted to run, really show I could catch and everything,
And, years from now, when you're a parent, when you have your own kids, when you step back on this campus, you know what you're going to be able to say? You made history.
I know.
And what is that going to mean to you one day somewhere down the road?
It blows my mind to say that I can make history like that.
There you go. That is Giovanna Descala. What a game. An interception, a couple big receptions for touchdowns, leading a 54-0 onslaught for the school's first ever flag football victory. Keep it locked and loaded. More to come from Michael Eubanks Stadium. And we welcome you back to Michael Eubanks Stadium. A victorious Seton Catholic flag football team pulling off the 54-0 victory over the Central Bobcats here with head coach William Baker. And Billy, long time to get to this point.
It is.
A lot of hard work and a lot of learning, a lot of learning curves, a lot of learning pains, a lot of growth pains along the way. How does it feel to get that first victory?
I'm proud. I'm excited for the girls, all the hard work that they put in for the last 2 months. Speed walking with them to get them to this point and to get them to understand and believe and trust the system, even after losing 4 games in a row. They've been getting better every game, and tonight it came to fruition.
Yeah, we saw a lot of outstanding performances. Giovanna was great offensively. She had a couple touchdown receptions. She had a pick as well. Ava with a couple touchdown passes. Alyssa Williams did just about everything tonight. She had the punt return for the touchdown, a short touchdown run, an interception. Addie Sanders was great. Kendall Farron was great on the point afters. Ms. Bartosik also with a lightning 33-yard run. Sophia Barrios with the 48-yard keeper for 6. I could go on and on.
Yeah.
And that's the kind of effort it was. And Billy, along the way, when you see all these great efforts, what did it mean to you? Because it was a lot of work to get to this point, to harness the skill, and not on just that, but to get the girls to continue to believe that they had a win in them, and it was coming.
It's them. We instilled it in them every practice. We work hard. They work hard. We talked about you practice how you play, and if you're gonna screw around in practice, you're gonna do the same in the game. And we broke that habit of them, and they put their head down and started working hard. And it was evident tonight that they're starting to practice hard, and we're working hard.
So Billy, years from now, and when those girls one day, they might be mothers, they're gonna have kids, they can reflect back that they were part of the first ever win on the campus of Seton Catholic in flag football, and you were the coach. What is that going to mean to you? Or what does it mean to you now?
It's exciting. Crazy how it all started, you know, just a thought out in the air to the athletic directors, you know, hey, let's get a flag football team going. And they asked if it was serious, and we got it. And, you know, and I said I would coach it. Who knew they were going to pick me, right? And maybe my relationship with some of these girls got me into the spot, but it was quick learning for me as well. I played football 20 years ago, and the game has changed a lot. So I'm thankful for my coaching staff, but this victory is going to be one for the record books.
There you go, Billy Baker and the staff dialing up a victory, a convincing 54-0 win over Central. Seton's first flag football history, first win in flag football history on campus. More to come from Seton Catholic. Here with the Terminator, and that is Alyssa Williams, because Alyssa, look, she brought the A game tonight. A touchdown run, also a punt return for a touchdown. I believe you had an interception as well. You just did just about everything tonight. Talk about getting the first win and what it means.
I don't know. It's really overpowering to the team. Definitely boosts our confidence and hopefully to win future games. It was really a big win for our team, and I think it will do so much for us.
And for you personally, such a great night. You did a little bit of everything. You brought the A performance. I mean, there were so many great individual performances by the team, but for you to do that with your teammates, to get the big win, what did it mean to you to perform well and to be part of this historic win?
I think it's just such an honor. I mean, this is like the first team at Seton, so to be named, you know, as just to be a part of the team is absolutely insane for me. It's such a blessing.
And Alyssa, if you can go back in time, because a lot of people don't realize, here we are now in October, and soon enough the weather will shift to cooler temperatures, and we'll all love Arizona at that point. But before that, this team was battling through the heat of the summer and the tryouts and working through all that. And can you talk about the evolution of this team from that first practice all the way to now?
Oh, it's massive, the improvement. I've been hearing, like, even the people who come out in the stands to tell us, they said, I've seen your team improve so much, and I can see it too, just the way we move and how we do touchdowns.
Yeah, and what I sense tonight, I really starting to feel with this team that the team is starting to play not just collectively, but individually, a little more fearless, where you're not afraid to go in traffic, you're not afraid to go up and catch the football, you're not afraid to turn the corner, you're not slowing down when a defender's coming. Am I right on that? I feel like
Yes.
you just, the burst of energy, you're playing more fearless, you're playing more loose.
I feel like as we've gone on with our multiple games, I feel like we've gained the confidence that we need to keep going, keep pushing, even through when it gets rough.
So I want you to think about this for a split second. Years from now, as your mom is right here, right to our side, and she's more than welcome to come closer and take pictures. Years from now, this is going to be like a Trivia Pursuit Seton Catholic question. October 1st, 2024, Seton Catholic picks up its first flag football victory over Central High. What does it mean to you to be part of that? It's going to be history.
Ooh.
Years from now.
Yeah.
You'll be able to share this with your family, potentially your kids if they come here to Seton one day, or even as you come back as an alumni and you walk this track, the field will always be here, and knowing you are part of history right here on this field.
Man, that's insane. That's a massive opportunity that I have gained, and I am so blessed. It's insane to think about. Being the very first team, it's crazy. It's unbelievable.
There you go. That is the A train, Alyssa Williams. What a night she had all over the field. Great performance as the Sentinels get the 54-0 victory. We're going to wrap this up. Ava Pongrantz, are you with us? Ava. And Ava's going to work her way. And we're just going to do it fluidly because that's what we kind of roll in the Seton Catholic Sports Network. We're going to handle this. And Alyssa, who's been great on just about every aspect of this game, she's going to show how to do the mic handoff. So Alyssa's going to pull the mic off her lapel, and now she's going to hand that over to Ava, who's iced up, and we're going to put it on Ava's lapel because, you know what? It's just not about academic training. It's also about mic training here at Seton Catholic as well. Now we bring in the quarterback, the star of the team, who let it rip. Couple nice darts down the field for the touchdown passes. Ava, win number 1, baby!
Whoa.
How does it feel?
It feels amazing to win. It makes it all worth it.
Yeah, and it took so much to get to this point, and you know, the evolution of this team, starting from those summer practices when it was like scorching outside, and talk about from where you started to where the team is now and the improvement.
Definitely have improved a lot. Seeing the girls from the first day to now, it's incredible. That the skill level that I didn't know some people had, it's amazing.
Yeah, you talk about the skill level, and like so many people had great nights tonight. You, a couple touchdown passes, Miss Descalo with the couple receptions. She had an interception as well. Of course, Alyssa was great. 1-yard touchdown run, a pick, the big punt return for a touchdown. Kendall Farron was great at the point afters. Addie Sanders was great as well. Ms. Bartosik with a big play. Just talk about collectively. It just seemed like the universe, all the stars were aligned for everyone to play well tonight.
Absolutely. Yep.
And your thoughts on what you saw from your teammates tonight?
I'm so proud of them. It makes it all worth it. Like I said, we're all very hard on ourselves. I think we're all very competitive, and to finally get what we've been looking for is amazing.
And for you, you're a freshman, so you're only going to get better. And I kind of alluded to this when you took on Mesquite and Jordan Flores, who is
amazing.
Who's amazing, right? She's probably the best quarterback in the state. But you know what? Who's to say that can be Ava Pongrantz next year, junior year and senior year, right? Because is it safe to say, Ava, there's still so much room for you to grow as a player? And when you think about that, what comes to mind?
I definitely have a desire to be better. Like I said, I'm very competitive. I want to be the best. So definitely working, and then I can work with my brothers. I'm very blessed to have that opportunity to have people in my family who are knowledgeable and skilled at the same kinds of things that I need to be working on.
Yeah. So your brother's got to catch some passes for you too, right? He's got to run some out routes for you too, keep you sharp, right?
Yep.
So what's it going to be like for you to walk in the household, the Pongrantz household? And we all know what the Pongrantz household, the athletes that have come out of this family, right? To go in and say, we got it done. What's that feeling going to be like?
Everyone will be screaming. And especially my grandparents and my cousins. My cousins are all older than me, and they're all guys, and they're all like really tough, and they heard that I was on the flag football team, and they were ecstatic. It was funny. And so Thanksgiving is definitely going to be a loud event for my family.
So I want you to think before I let you go, because you got to get home and study algebra, biology, and nuclear theory if they teach that back in high school. I never taught it. I skipped that class. But needless to say, for you personally, when you reflect on October 1st, 2024, being part of the first flag football victory here on campus, what's going to come into your mind, and what's that going to mean to you?
I think it's just going to bring a giant smile to my face. Just the thrill of winning. It's amazing.
There you go. That is Ava Pongrantz, the star quarterback of the Sentinels, and a couple touchdown passes on the night. They get their first victory, 54-0. History in the making. AP, way to get it done. That's Ava Pongrantz. For all the great people here on the campus of Seton Catholic, Jim Shoebridge and all the great people in the Seton Catholic Athletic Office, Victor Cerna, the great administrator of this school, Paulo Hutchison on the live stream, Freddie the Flamingo. I'm sure he was roaming around here somewhere tonight. He was on the field pecking, savoring the victory as well. That is Ava Pongrantz. I'm Joe Pequeno. This has been a presentation of Seton Catholic Athletic.